Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to start working on some flowers. Hold on, let me move my mic. And I've never been a big flower maker. I mean, I would do handmade flowers, but that was the giant roses and stuff. And I've done a couple of flowers on Cricut, but I was never one for forming flowers or using flowers. But since Mother's Day is coming up and I want to make some Mother's Day cards, I decided to tackle flowers. We'll see how this goes. I tried these two yesterday, and these were using Crafter's Companions dies, and the die is called the Garden of Love daisies, layered daisies. Now here they have them with more, and they did these with foam. I just did 3 layers, one of each size, and I layered it. And then for the inside, I added some round. Okay, these little beads, they were purchased in a set with all different kinds of glitter. And these tiny little things were in there, and I never knew what to use them for. I don't even know what they called. I'll find out and I'll link it. But I've seen some people use some little pearls and stuff to do their centers, and I figured, oh wait, you know, now I have something to use these things for. So I did those 2 yesterday to try it out. I also cut one of these. Now I don't know where I got these from. I think these were just given to me, so I can't give you the manufacturer, but if I find any info on it, I'll put it in the description below. And then I have these from Crafter's Companion that I haven't done yet. And they're smaller flowers, so we're gonna try these. Sometimes it's fun just to do the trial and error with someone as opposed to doing it by yourself. So we're gonna get these out of there. Those two go together. I'm not gonna worry about the leaves because these leaves are small. I want to use bigger leaves. And let me see. Those are too big. Well, we'll see. And these are more holiday themed, so we're not gonna use those either. Anyway, let's just do the flowers first, and then we'll worry about what leaves we're gonna do with it. So please bear with me again. I'm fairly new at making flowers, so this is really trial and error, but hey, you know, I know there's a lot of us out there doing the same thing and wanting to try new things, so I'll be the one to make the mistakes. I don't know how many of you guys record or do lives. I am a huge introvert, so this is nerve-wracking for me, but it's a good way to get out of your shell and share what you love to do, because I love making things. So sometimes just, you know, getting out of that mindset that you're in is all that you need to have some kind of let's say breakthrough with how you are in your private life. And I know several people go through the same thing. So anyway, we didn't come here to talk about that. It doesn't matter if I'm an introvert or extrovert. But we're gonna try another daisy, and this one we're gonna try in yellow. I'm using my Gemini Junior for this. It's the machine, one of the machines I prefer to use. I've been using the electronic machines because I have arthritis, so it allows me to craft without hurting. Sorry for the noise, I know it's pretty loud. So, well, that one cut nice. Oops. This is more like a muted yellow, but not all the cards I'm gonna make are bright, so I figured just let's try that color. Besides, most likely these will just be for testing, and then I'll cut out some different flowers for my actual projects after I get them going and I know exactly what colors they're gonna be. But I figured it'd be fun to try some of these guys out. I know this one's gonna require embossing also. We'll try it. And we'll do one more white one of this style. And that fits right there. So let's run it through. Making the flowers on the Cricut is almost the same thing. I mean, there's a couple of more steps that you would have to do in order to make them, but this is one flower that I made on my Cricut. And the machine works well. I mean, they if your blades are good and you have if you have good mats, you can make very pretty flowers or any kind of item on that thing. All right, let's flip these guys over. Okay. Oh, these just fell out. That's that one. But these guys had to be embossed. So we're gonna try to put these back. See that these flowers were made with some details there that I would love to have. So we're just gonna try to piece these back on here. And then we're gonna run it through again, trying to get the embossing into the cardstock. So let's just see where this one goes. Of course, the last one is going to give me a hard time. Nope. And that one goes there. Nope. Okay. So you got to try to push these little suckers down. And then you're going to carefully put your embossing mat over it. And that's just the silicone piece that when it goes into this, it doesn't cut through. So even though I shouldn't do it this way, I can definitely just place this here and run it through that way. It's not gonna cut, it's just gonna create the design. Yeah, let's layer this up carefully. We don't want them to move. Grab it and let's pass it through. See how that worked out for us. And it did it. Okay. We have that one. We'll shift it a little bit, but that's okay. Again, these are for practice. So we'll just use them anyway. I wouldn't suggest hitting your dies the way I'm doing it. It's just, I'm not that careful. Okay. There we go. Okay, so yesterday I did these by using this little thing, but I know most people use these, but I thought that this is more for like the foam flowers, the ones that you would heat up and pass it through, but I'm gonna try this anyway. So we're gonna take the stylus that come to form the flowers, and I'm just gonna roll these guys out a little bit just to give it some shape. No, I don't like the way this feels. Let's go back to this guy. And there we go. Then I turned it over and I did the center just to have a little bit of that curl. Then I did the same thing with these guys. That's how I did these flowers. You can add glitter to your flowers. You can add some glossy accents just to make it a little more shiny and make them feel harder. You can add some ink to it. These guys, I added a light shade of blue, which you really can't tell on the camera, but in person you can see that it has some shading just to give it a little bit of dimension. So roll these out. I've seen some swaps of flowers that were absolutely stunning. I am nowhere near there. Now giant flowers I can do. Those, but these little ones, I'm not too sure about these guys. Okay, let's try with a bigger one, see what happens. Or maybe try one of the smaller ones. Oh, that one curls it more. Okay, I like that. Flip it over. Get that center down. And it just adds a little bit of shape, which is very neat. And let's get these guys done. I'm glad I'm staying in frame this time. I'm always going out of frame. Okay. There we go. We got those taken care of. And now these that we cut, which is these flowers, let's push these to the side. I don't know how you would curl these, but I'm going to try anyway. Just to shape them a little bit. I want to try the foam flowers. I have everything you need to make them. I'm just, I don't know, I'm just a little bit intimidated by them. I don't know why, because if you mess it up, you could start over. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to that little piece. Okay. Now these guys, I'm not sure how they will work. Do you just put them like that? Maybe. Let's curl them a little bit anyway. Okay. And then this guy, oh wait, this one actually belongs to this flower. And this one belongs to that one. What's your favorite way of doing flowers? Do you prefer dyes or Cricut or handmade? My giant flowers, they were all handmade. So I would cut out each petal and then shape them and glue them. But they were, I mean, the petals were that big. So it's much different than working with these tiny ones. And I've seen some people make amazing flowers. But I guess everybody has a preference. So I wonder what yours is. Okay, so we have those. Let's glue some together. Let's ink some of them. And then we're going to add some of the little pearls to the center. And let's see how this goes. Okay, so I already took out some inks. We're going to try the pink. Let me get a blending brush. I remember where I put them. I have a tiny area to craft. I have a desk, 2 bookshelves, and a lot of things with drawers and stuff. So it's not a big space. And when you do a project, you have to really search for everything. Oh, a pink brush. Let's see what other colors I took out. Purple, yellow, and green. We have green, we have yellow, and we have purple or violet. Okay, I'm going to use the Distress Oxide inks. And let's see. We're going to just use this. I usually use a glass mat, but I don't have that available right now, so I'm just going to use this to ink it. Okay, we're going to do this one in pink, or maybe a little bit of lavender so we can match it up with that one. Oh, dang it. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Okay. Thought pink, grabbed purple. Oh. Okay, so the way I would add color to it is the same way I would if I'm making a card. I just put the majority of the ink here and then just drag some into it. That may not be the right way to do it, but that's the only way that makes sense to me. Because you don't, I mean, if you chose a white color, you don't want to fill the whole card, the whole flower and make it all purple, because for that you would have used purple paper. I'm going to add a little bit more just to, give it a little bit of character. And remember, flowers are organic, so it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it looks better when it's not perfect, because if you go out to nature, not even the petals will be the same size. Things will be a little bit off. Okay, got that one done. So you see how it just adds a little bit to that white cardstock. And just keep going. Whatever you feel looks best is what you do. And then we're going to put this one together and we're going to add these little purple beads to it. Okay. Let's get some glue. I use our glitter glue. To me, it works well. And I feel if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I haven't had the need to buy any other glues. Let's see if I have that in the right place. You do have to work fairly quickly with it because it does adhere pretty fast. Okay. Let's lift some of those petals up. And just make it look pretty. So we have that one. And then we're gonna get a sheet of paper because these little things, they fly all over the place. Okay. Add your glue. I added a good amount of it just to make sure that they stuck and didn't move around. And then you take the color you prefer, which I wanted to match this purple one, so I'm gonna add the same color inside and just tap it. The reason I can't give you the name is because I had switched into these little bottles and yeah, didn't write down the name. Just let it sit for a second. And while that sits, let's give it some time so the most amount of those little beads will stick onto it. We'll go ahead and we'll color another one of these flowers. Let's do this one. And this one, I think we're gonna do in yellow. Mainly because I got purple on my pink brush. Gotta wash that out. Okay. So, again, lightly come and add your color. This is like the same you would do with your cardstock if you were making backgrounds. If you go into harsh, let's get this. Let's say we go in and don't blend it in that way. You're gonna get this really dark color. When it looks prettier, when you just add, and you can go darker in some of them, so it looks more natural. And that's what I do with my backgrounds as well. I put layers. I don't just come in with one thick layer. I just add thin layers, and then wherever I think it should be a little bit darker, I'll add a little more color. And that adds good dimension, and it's pleasing to the eye. So let's color that. And then let's try this last one. Ooh, shouldn't have curled that one yet. I'm just going very light. These are very delicate. I don't want to break them. Okay. Let's put it together. I've never done this one before, so we shall see how it turns out. Okay. So this is the bottom layer. Let's add some glue. Let's cover that up so it doesn't dry. This is the bottom layer. Let's go ahead and add that one, the top layer. Now, you need to move this around and just place it where it looks good to you. And to me, right there is cool. Right there is the best. Nope, a little bit more, or maybe a little bit this way. Okay, we'll leave it right there. Okay. See, that's my OCD. Okay, and now we're gonna add the top layer. And we're gonna put that one right there. Oh, that flower is pretty. So this is what we have so far. Now you can also add those little beads, or if you want, you can add one of the dots, enamel dots. So let's see. Let's try that one. And then we'll curl this around there. And just move it around so it looks more natural. Like, again, the petals are not all going to be facing the right direction or curled up exactly the same. So you can move these and just whatever looks pleasing to your eye, that's the right way to go. That's what I believe. So there we have that flower. Okay, I'm happy. So far so good. Now we're gonna go back to this little guy and we're gonna remove those excess beads. Now you have to be careful with these guys because they're all over the place. And I have this thing for glitter, but I didn't bring it. So carefully, I use my finger as a stop. And that's what you have so far. If you're not pleased with that, you can add more, which I'm going to because I am not pleased with it. But before we do that, let's get these back in the bottle. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and add some more glue because I feel that it's missing some here. That's the best part of this stuff. You can always go back and add. Okay. Now we're going to pour some more on it. Tap, tap, tap. Very carefully. And then we'll let it dry. But yeah, so far I think it looks good. Now this color, I don't know what I would add. Maybe just a little yellow on it also, just to add a little bit of dimension. Let's see if it makes a difference. No, it doesn't. What color? Let's see. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna use those. Okay, let's just add a little bit of vintage photo, maybe making it look older. They're already cut, might as well use them. Okay, so we're just gonna add a very, very, very light. Looks like the flower's dying. Sorry. Okay. That's not too bad. Just very lightly. Add a little bit of color. I'm really not trying to take away from the yellow. And you know what? If you don't like it at the end, when it's all done, it's just paper. You can do some more. Okay. Let's move those out of the way, and then let's put this one together. Again, we're gonna put layer upon layer, and you adjust them to how it looks better to you. I guess a good thing would also be like, depending on the dyes that you have, maybe going online and looking at what the flowers really look like and the kind of shading that you can put on it. And if you want to make more of a realistic flower, just do a little bit of research, which I might do, because I think I'm liking making these things. So again, you move them. And let's put these guys up. Shape them any way you like. And then if you figure out you shaped it wrong, you can do it again. Okay. to this one, let's add maybe a pearl center. I think that will look best. Green. Eh. I don't think I have white pearls. So let's see. Maybe just the yellow one. Keep it tone on tone. Let's try it. These are not working. I'm gonna have to add glue to it. And then add your pearl. Okay. Keeping it tone on tone is not bad. That looks pretty good. So we have that one. And now we have these two little guys to go. Let's see. Let's just add color to it. I think next time I'll make it without those little lines. I don't think I'm loving those. I think I'm going to scrap those for now and just work on the ones that we already have made. This was my first attempt at this one. It's that color, but it's off, so I just didn't finish it. And let's just take the beads off of this guy and see how that came out. Gotta be so careful with these guys because they will go all over the place. Okay. And there we go. Oh, it looks so pretty. So I think we're good. I think I'm just gonna try to fuss with the leaves and add leaves, and then I'll put pictures attached to the video so you guys can see the finished product. I hope this helps someone. It's fun trying new techniques and new things, and a little bit of trial and error never killed anybody. So, you know, just explore with the stuff that you have, and if you like something, try it. I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.